What up, what up, what up, what up, family? We're gonna let the beat build a little bit. I should have had some music or something playing, man. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with this cord on my camera, man. I hope it ain't the little spot that you plug the cord in.
Oh, we live. You ain't even go with the intro. We coming right in hot.
Coming in hot, look. I'm on the phone now, man. Normally I be on my little setup.
Yeah.
But the cord on my camera is messing up. I can't figure out if it's the cord or the little actual jack where it plug in. I hope it ain't the jack, because once that go bad, that is what it is. Yeah, but man, tonight, man, I got a good topic I want to talk about. Man, I want to talk about hip hop and our culture and where we at. How did we get here? How did we go from self-destruction to I shoot your grandmother's house up? And how did we go to the fact that we let these folks fool us so long, man? These guys been broke. These guys been intimidated. These guys have been fooling us, making us think they are hot shit. And we've been following their lead, trying to be like them, trying to walk like them, trying to talk like them, trying to act like them. And we realize these motherfuckers are really just lames, young kids, just like we were, trying to fit in the world. Where did we get to the point where we are like we are? I got a saying, hey, Patty, I always say, I wish they wouldn't have never let niggas on the radio, TV, movies, or professional sports. I broke down, and not broke down. I just ended up doing it just because so many people talked about it. And then I saw you make a comment about it. I said, well, let Trab look like he mad over this Diddy shit. Let me watch this Diddy interview. So I watched the first two. I haven't watched the other one so far. But I'm just laughing at how New York let this clown do the whole city like that. I was telling my wife, I said, you couldn't have did the South like that. Master P, Baby, and them guys, they were real killers. They had real street cred. And I never heard anybody other than Lil Wayne said Baby didn't give him all this money, but Lil Wayne got money. I told my wife, I believe it's some type of plot in the entertainment industry where Jews tell the gatekeepers, man, you ain't got to pay them motherfuckers. They want to be famous so bad. All you got to do is put them in a contract. And that's the joke of it. Make them all be broke like court jesters. How is everybody broke? Why nobody said, man, you going to give my motherfucking money, nigga, like Kirby? Like, what's going on, man? Can you hear me, Trab?
Yeah, hey, let's get a quality check. I know you was breaking up on my end. See if that's my end or your end.
Okay, I can hear you good now.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you good now.
Okay, yeah, man, I watched it, man, and it's powerful because, hold on. Yeah, I'm getting an echo on your end. Is the echo coming on your end?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, I watched it, man. And being an artist, being in the game in a sense, locally or whatever, and just feeling like I had what it takes. Man, I sat at a lot of tables. I've been in a lot of rooms. And this Hollywood, this fame, this fortune, kind of like a fraternity. And it's like you got to fit to get big. And it ain't about talent. It ain't about well, it is, but it ain't. But it got to be something in your eyes that somebody see that you willing to go for anything. Like they say, sell your soul. Man, this some real life shit. And it happened every day in real life, not even so much to be famous. Like I say, if somebody don't know who they is, man, they'll accept anything somebody tell them they can be, will be, should be, and they can make them. And when you got that in your eyes, man, you subject to any goddamn thing. And I saw it in his eyes when I first watched it, and I know he got bit. And it's just like this vampire culture. We all watched it in the movie Sinners. When you get bit by this shit, all you ready to do is bite somebody. And that's what we have in our culture.
Man, it's amazing because somebody said it's feedback. Ain't nothing I can do. Let me turn my phone down a little bit if I can. It's crazy and it's amazing to me because at the end of the day, when you really, really look into it, I was talking to a brother the other day and I was saying, what does LeBron James have that the average man don't have? Because peep this, if you was to ask LeBron James tomorrow, would you give up all your money for you to have your children and your wife? I'm sure he would say he would. Now, if he said he wouldn't, he's one of the ones that's willing to get bit.
but hey, you know, I got a saying where I say,
Trav, they say we getting some feedback. I'm trying to figure out where that's coming from because I'm on my phone and I don't think it could be on my end, but hell, I ain't sure.
Yeah, I'm coming like I always come. So I ain't got nothing different in my setup that will make it different. Is it happening just when I'm talking, or is it happening when you talking? I can't see the comments.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna put the comments up. Is it happening when Trav talking, or is it happening when I'm talking?
Hold on. Yeah, my wife says happening when I talk. Let me see.
You got that. Look, you got that $20,000 microphone hooked up.
Hold on. Well, let's see.
Yeah, what up, family? We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us on Tough Talk Tuesdays, man. You know, I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about our culture and how far we went, how influential Diddy was. You know, I watched the first 2 episodes and then just watching that, it's like, yo, Diddy introduced Black people to the name brands. Be a Biggie.
Let me say something. Am I echoing now?
I never heard it, but the people could hear it.
What about now?
It's on a delay, so somebody should speak up in a second.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I hear a little feedback, a little squeakiness. Maybe that might have been a screen door.
Am I echoing now? My wife gonna give me a
Yeah, if push come to shove, you might can just turn your mic off and just stand there and talk, and I think it'll still pick you up. Somebody said you clear now, Trav.
Okay, well, let's go.
All right. Yeah. You know, as I sat back and I watched, I thought about how influential Puffy was on hip hop culture. Like Puffy was making songs with music that we had heard growing up in the background. You know what I mean? And I never heard of the name brands that I heard of until some of the things I heard Biggie say, some of the things I heard Lil' Kim say. I had never heard of the shit that they were talking about. You know what I mean? And it's like, it really gave Black people an appetite for a more upper echelon type of shit. Like Bad Boy really glamorized hip hop and glamorized things to a way to where Black people still got that taste in our mouth from the Bad Boy era. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, like, think about now, like, how we really, really revel in name brands and fancy things, and like that's what hip hop has become. Like, I want the new watch nobody ever heard of. Like, motherfuckers might end up performing in the city and see a watch that costs $500,000. They don't even know what it is, don't even like it, and just be like, "Oh, this is the new travel vibe." You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, I got the new travel vibe. And once they said in the song, some other rapper Googled it. Oh yeah, I got a travel vibe. I got an automobile. I got a Protect. Like, whatever happened to just a fucking Rolex? There was a time where hip hop was just like, yo, I want a Rolex. You know what I'm saying? It's like we looking for more and more and more and more and more shit to want. And that's a result of Bad Boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to when I can remember in real life, right?
Yeah.
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I grew up in a neighborhood called Hidden Valley. And in that neighborhood is where Jodeci was kind of grew up as teenagers. Dalvin and Devontae daddy had a church in Hidden Valley. So I remember when Jodeci first came out, anytime we knew they were singing at the church, everybody would go to the church. And my next door neighbor was one of their best friends, so they would always come over. And I remember when they got their first BMWs, they did the song with Father MC. Treat them like they want to be treated. You should treat them right. So in the South, until Outkast came out, we was some R&B type of growing up. That was our thing. We wanted to sing. So when Jodeci first flew, that's when we really saw how it looked. They came with the BMWs. And I think during that time, you had Kid and Play that was coming out a little bit before that, Kwame. So our culture and music was about good time. It was about pride. You still had the conscious music like Steph Production, but it was about feeling good. So like you say, man, when that dope boy culture came out, and it became now you can be tough. And being tough was synonymous with money. So, like, man, watching Puff Daddy on that, man, I can look in somebody's eyes and know what they can do. Like when they say talking about a football player, they say he got dog in him. Man, you can see it in somebody's eyes when they win. Puff was a spoiled brat kid who just wanted power through respect. You saw it in his eyes. But he knew who to play on. And so that's where the culture went. The culture went to mimic the dope boy, the tough boy culture, even when you wasn't even built like that. And I think that was the beginning of what destroyed us.
And you know what? I think one of the things that I always say that people get mad at me, and I'm gonna say it to the day I die, that's gay shit. Any toughness, any machismo that's out of place is a cover for gayness. And obviously we find out that Puffy is gay. Any toughness, anytime you got a man wanting to be tough for nothing. I was watching a documentary. I wasn't watching it. Chris was watching it, and she was watching this in the living room. And it was a guy off this show called P Valley. He dressed like a woman. And he went around talking to gay men about coming out the closet, their coming out experience. And he was talking to this one guy, and I just happened to be walking through the living room. And my wife sometimes hate when she watching TV. My wife don't want to watch TV nowhere near me because I'm always looking at some shit saying, there go that fuck shit. I told y'all. I told you. So it's like sometimes I ruin her shit. And she was in there, she was watching the documentary, and I just so happened to be walking through the living room when the guy said, yeah, when I realized I was gay, only thing I knew how to do was pick up a flag and play gangster to cover it up. And I'm like, told you. She like, and it's like, who don't know why you trying to act tough? It's like, Men be like, what's up, bro? Chill. You know what I'm saying? Men don't try to act tough for no reason. It's just not something regular dudes do. I've been around football players. Now, in the South, when we first meet you, we gonna slap box you or we gonna wrestle 3 out of 5 times, see who gets slammed. That's so we gonna race you on a foot race. We gonna test you to see can you be round. But we ain't trying to be tough for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you. I'm a street nigga. I'm gonna jump off the porch early. You know what I'm saying? It's like in our culture, we have a whole, like literally like, we have a whole culture. When I say hip hop culture in our culture, we have to realize that hip hop is Black culture. I don't think people realize culture is food, clothes, art, music. Culture is it's a society's art. And in hip hop, we know what our dress code is, and it changes from time to time. We know what our music is, it changes from time to time. And we even have a hip hop culture in food. And hip hop, Chinese food is our culture, pizza. Think about this. Hip hop ain't about soul food. Hip hop doesn't showcase us sitting around eating soul food. Hip hop is on the go. It's fast. It's hot dogs. It's hamburgers. It's Chinese food. It's pizza. It's quick. And that's kind of like when we was growing up, what you wanted to get. Think about it. When you was a kid, you get some hot dogs and hamburgers from McDonald's or something, or pizza, or go to the Chinaman. You feeling like you having a good Friday night, like your parents really kind of all right. I used to, every Friday, his mama be like, I don't cook on the weekend. And I used to always go over his house because they always had takeout on the weekend. We thought they was rich.
Yeah.
So hip hop is our culture. And when I say it's our culture, it's really our thing. Think about it. Everybody in the world follows it. Everybody want to be like this thing. This thing where these Black men that started talking about giving women drugs to fuck, talking about killing, shooting, robbing, stealing. This thing right here is the thing. They over in London now. They don't even have guns in London. I'm going to stab you. I'm going to stab you. You know what I'm saying? They don't have guns in London. So it's like, this whole machismo thing that we have created is a real culture, and we can profit off that, and we can bless off that, and we can curse off that. But it seemed like we ain't doing none of the profiting and getting all the curses from it. And now they starting to remove their hands from it and say, look, it costs too much to insure the venue of a hip hop show. You ain't gonna make no money off that. Get them fucking Africans over here. Let them do some shit.
Yeah, it's deep right here, man. You know, like you said, you done turned that thing deep. I want to say it like this. Hip hop is AI. I hear my own. But hip hop is AI. And just like we scared of evolution, we scared of AI. There was a generation when hip hop came out to be new, and the real people that understood music and soul and talent, man, they hated the idea of hip hop because they said it ain't real. And we looking at it now through the backstories of these people who've got in a fraternity and done all type of things to be accepted. Now we looking at them fight and showing the truth. See, we missing the point. They showing the truth of what it take to be there. See, I've been in a room with Russell Simmons. Man hugged him, sung, rapped. I'm talking about let my light shine. But I was real enough in the moment to know ain't no way in hell this man here is in the gateway of what's divine for me. This shit ain't real. So I ain't just talking no opinion when I say we're in an artificial time where it's really like WWF wrestling. See, at one time, and let me say this, just like Christmas finna come back in, everybody finna play the same song we've been playing for 60 years. They won't die because they was real and they had living spirit in them. A real man, woman, somebody pushing an instrument, making a sound, making an emotional advance. When hip hop came, they just pushed the button. It ain't living no more. I watched the documentary on Lil Wayne. He was a little kid at the mall with a baseball gloves and cleats on in the mall. A little weird kid who loved his art, who's so intelligent. Man, do you know somebody who's good at art? Look at how they act and how they carry themselves. But when you put it in hip hop, you got to package it in destruction and anger and everything that ain't fucking real. And we done been cultivated so much that we don't know the difference between real and belief. That's how I got this problem.
You're right about that. It says you was echoing again. But you know what, man? And that's the thing I say. We have to package our stuff in destruction. Like, it's almost like to be an artist, is almost like to be looked at as a cornball. When we know all the great artists be smart, they be geeky, they be nerdy. You know what I'm saying? Tupac went to art to drama school. You know, I'm an artist. When I was a kid, I won the storytelling contest. When I was a kid, I was in theater arts. You know, it's like sports is the thing that kind of made me cool, like kind of get cool. And then when I got into sports, it was almost like art. Art was kind of looked at like, nah, you man, ain't no need to be in theater arts, man. You gonna miss a basketball game for a play, nigga. Man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we as men see back in the day, man, everybody could play a fucking instrument. I remember growing up, all my uncles could play guitar, horn, or something, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the family but it stopped in our generation. We the first generation that can't play instruments. You know that, Trab?
Yeah. We ain't real no more.
The first generation where the family didn't sit around and play instruments and sing together. Look at Enzo. Enzo said he played trumpet, and Enzo a little older than me and you. So Enzo is in our generation, but he a little bit older. Enzo a goddamn baby boom. I'm fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? But Enzo, what, 55, 56. So that's 8-9 years older than me and you. So yeah, man. I just look at it and I say sometimes like, wow. And then we look at how we grew up watching Yo MTV Raps, right?
Yeah.
And I want to interject racism. How do we have hip hop and still walk around talking about racism? Of all the money that we had to make, the influence, the we talk about racism. It's like I made a video this morning. I'm talking about our culture. It's almost like in our culture, like in American culture, right? I don't want to go too deep, but I want to say something.
Go there.
In American culture, if you're coming over here from another country, in order for you to assimilate into American culture, which is white society, you kind of got to act like you hate niggas. You see what I'm saying? It's almost patriotic to dislike black people because you come into America and you just don't want to be grouped with the niggas. So to be born in black in America and through hip hop and just through our culture, it's almost like you got to think racism can keep you down in order to be black. And hip hop pushes it, but look how much money is in it. And I was making a video today. I was saying, we actually didn't experience racism. It's like AI, like you said. We didn't experience racism. Our ancestors experienced it. They lived a much better life during racism than we live in now. And it's just because they taught us about racism in school. Racism is like a boogeyman that we didn't even experience that's just over our head. You kind of get what I'm saying? It's almost like We didn't even experience racism. And we walk around every day talking about fucking racism. Only because we was told a story during Black History Month. And it's in us. It's like man, I hate America. I hate the government. And I ain't being no cop. And I ain't being no judge. And da, 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 da. It's like, I mean it like somebody telling you, that girl broke your great-great-great-granddaddy's heart when he asked her to go to prom, and you walk around sad every day. They're like, why you sad? Somebody hurt my great-great-great-granddaddy's feelings. We didn't even experience this shit, man. You get what I'm saying? And it's almost part of our culture. It's cool to be anti-government, anti-establishment. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck the police. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where we live at, the police ain't a problem. What happened to my guy? He'll be back in a second. But y'all understand where I'm coming from. It's like, we didn't even experience the racism. We had a fucking Sony Walkman listening to fucking Yo MTV raps and shit. And we didn't even experience the shit. And it's cause like we were told a story. And y'all understand that's what hip hop is. That's my point. It's nothing but stories. And we out here living our lives, doing things. I told y'all I wanted to sell some type of drug because the stories Jeezy told, the stories Jay-Z told. It's like the stories that they told us about racism and the stories that we hear in hip hop has created a fake suffering for our generation that we literally sitting around, the children of hip hop. We got nice manicured lawns, Enzo raising his daughter. He's got a pit bull business. You know what I'm saying? It's like we sitting here as grown men, and I don't want to call us so successful, but we're successful, decent human beings that grew up under these stories of you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
And we still walk around acting like that. We still walk around acting like that. I be seeing these New York rappers, and I hate to differentiate, but you see how Daz and Snoop doing, and then the East Coast rappers, they old acting. The Southern rappers, they grown. The Southern rappers acting like granddaddies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the Southern rapper, you can't play with them. That's why the South didn't get involved in that East Coast West. Don't nobody fuck with the South because it's a different, I'm not saying no better. It's just a different something down here to where it's like,
yeah.
When you look at all the big gangsters, they came from the South. Bumper Johnson ran New York. He's from South Carolina. Frank Matthews, Frank Lucas, they from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's a situation where it's something about the South that it has to be more authentic. When you listen to Outkast beats still, you just be like, how the fuck is these beats still jamming this long? You go back and you listen to Swiss beats and Just Blazing them, those northern beats, they minus a bass line, they minus a soul. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna speak as a musician. We talk about soul music, man. Art is about an expression that comes from the soul, something you want to convey a feeling through a way of art, right? So when you think about hip hop and you think about when we really had a message, we really had something to say. See, that's why I say that's why Outkast, like they said, we from the South and we got something to say. They wanted the world to feel them. See, but hip hop culture became about wanting to be accepted, wanting to be in a certain class. It wasn't about nobody having something that wanted to be felt no more. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference about what's being real and what ain't. It's like I used to love to get in. I used to love to get in sessions with New York rappers who was all into the wordplay. And I used to say, I might not be that lyrical, but what I say is real, and you gonna feel it though. See, that's when it never dies. But like you say, we romanticize the idea of become with no reality of being. So it's like, as a rapper, I done did shows with Lil Boosie. I done did shows with a lot of entertainers, right? And let me tell you this, in real life, I ain't talking make-believe. A successful man is a man that has a home, a family, and he's secure. Bottom line. So anytime a man got a gift to give the world, and his gift becomes a means to support that, then he real, he authentic. And if he got something to say, the world gonna feel him. But if a man ain't rooted in that, and he just want to be seen and want to be respected and want to be feared, he'll do or say any goddamn thing. And anybody who don't understand that, they'll do the same. So when you real, man, it ain't got to look no way. It's something you feel. That's why that producer in Puffy shit say he did Puffy album, and in all, he made $29,000.
I got a question.
He got fucked. He got raped. He got used. He got all of these things that destroyed his soul for $29,000. He could have worked at the warehouse and got that for $29,000 goddamn dollars.
Do you think with the gatekeepers, there is some type of, when I was watching it, and just in general, when I hear all these people say they was getting jerked, they had platinum records. I mean, think about this, man. We saw Babyface, we saw TLC be the biggest group of an era, say that they got paid $55,000 a piece for that album. Now, this is the question that I have. Do you think the gatekeepers to the music, I believe there's some kind of joke that the Jews would sit around and say back in the day. Black people was on the chitlin circuit, right? They were touring on the chitlin circuit. They was making their own good money, right? And they was just singing to black folks. I think black folks wanted to be on the radio so bad, the Jew went to the black man and said, you know, I'm a Jew, but I'm white. He don't like me as much as he don't like you, but I can negotiate and get you on the radio. And the black man said, boss, if you can get me on the radio, you ain't even got to pay me.
Come on.
Now, I'm joking, but I believe that's how it goes down.
You telling the truth.
I believe that's how it go down. I just seen too many stars say they won't get paid nothing. Now, we talk about the gatekeepers. Once they allow a black person to be a gatekeeper, like a Russell Simmons, like a Puffy or Babyface, why do you think all these actors, Taraji P. Henson, Monique, me 40,000, they paid me 50. Terrence Howard said they paid them 5,000 for Hustle and Flow. Why do you think these people won't just pay people to keep their mouth shut? I think it's a real live joke where they said, sign that nigga in a contract. And in this contract, don't pay him a goddamn thing. and no, seriously. And I think the joke of it is, if you can make that paper to where you don't have to pay him nothing, and this nigga just want to sing for peanuts, I think that's the joke of it. How? Because you would think about it like this. Why wouldn't Puffy just give Craig Mack some money so Craig Mack won't go tear the world? Why wouldn't he pay Mace? Why wouldn't you just, okay, Trab, you my artist, right? I'm trying to jerk you. I make $100 million off of you. I at least give you $2 million to keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Respect and dignity and integrity is a real thing, man. And when you as a man stand before a man and you give that up, dog, you let a man spit in your face, man, he'll say any goddamn thing to you. Get the fuck out my face. Once a man take your soul, that's evident. Like I say, if you just want to be down, think about it. Think about what it takes to be in a gang. I ain't talking about our children. I'm talking about grown men that's in a gang. Somebody beat their motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Just to be accepted. Think about what's going on every day in fraternities. You got to walk the line and cross over. People beat their motherfucking ass just so they can be a part of something. Man, that run deep when you take that from a man's soul. Fuck out my face.
You know, I sit back and I don't think we realize that we do it every day on the podcast. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what I mean when I said we do it on every day on the podcast. And this is you can't get no more better example than this. Right here, Trab. I'm Fleece Johnson, man. When I was in jail, Fleece Johnson dominated the podcast industry for almost 2 years just because niggas was saying, if I can get Fleece to get up here and talk about some gay jail sex, I'm going to get some views and make some money. Think about our whole podcasting, black podcasting industry. That's why I do this on Tuesdays nights and I do it on Wednesday night. I ain't got but 28 people looking right now. I'm just talking. I get it how I live. I post these. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm making is we done sold our souls just in the YouTube podcasting industry.
Come on, man.
Come on. Fleece Johnson. All they talk about is gangster stuff, tough stuff. It was a show that I first seen when Charleston White came to the scene. They had lights behind it and a blue couch. And I looked at this show when White was on it, and then I tried to follow it afterwards. I followed Charleston White. So every show that I podcast I would see him on, after I would see him on it, I would check it out. And I would be like, all podcasts do is talk about fucking and killing and stealing and drugs. It's why is a nigga that just did 30 years in prison, OG Percy, why is he that popular?
Because like you say, man, we glorify destruction. We always respect the rappers. We don't give a damn about what's real and the truth. We love that fake shit, man. I told you all love it fake. Let me say something real. In 2007, right? This was on the night I had a show with Lil Boosie. And this is why I call my music Hood Soul today. Epic night in the city. It was when he had the song Wipe Me Down. Man, I had 100 people come support me in my city. 60 of them had on my shirts. I mean, we was in there, man. DJ played my music all night. My little cousin was in there. He came to me. Wow. Before I'm getting ready to go on stage, my little cousin come to me. He say, Trab, they trying to kill me. I say, who? He say, man, they in here. They trying to kill. So I'm trying not to get distracted. I go tell my other cousins. They say, we got them. They in VIP. They pull up their shirt. Everybody got guns. I say, God damn, what am I in? It's dark, right? So we go perform Epic Night. Leave there, my older cousin, walk my younger cousin to the car. I say, man, get them home. I'm gone. I got my wife and my sister ride with me. I'm finna get them out of here. Man, we just rocked it. I let Lil Boosie know this Charlotte, North Carolina, this is my motherfucking city. In this city, we on the grind cause we're money hungry. That was my song at the time, right? So we go home. I'm ready to wake up thinking it was an epic night. My little cousin got in the car and still thought they was trying to kill him. Went the wrong way down 485, head on, killed him and a whole nother family. I had to face his mama the next day. She said, Trab, what happened to my baby? I got a picture I can post where he was on stage out of it. We were so in the moment. Man, I ain't never performed in a club again, and I ain't never rap. I can't be a part of that. I call it hood soul. I just want to sing. I want somebody to feel me now. And even in that time, I had 10 people as my crew. All of them had jobs. All of them joined the credit union. All of them drove luxury cars. All of them was hard-working men. And we went in there to them clubs where all the dope dealers want to be the street niggas who rapping, looking at us like we already own, but we just own real life shit. Fuck you, sell your soul for $50,000.
Man,
I talk this shit, y'all. Man,
when I look at the end result of it, man, when I look at the true end result of it, Michael Jackson was taking a needle to go to sleep, man. That's the most evident for me. Whitney Houston and what they go through, these people dying in the bathtubs, even with Diddy, man, you know. I seen on that thing, they said Keefe D told him in 2008 that Puffy said he was going to give him $1 million to kill Tupac. Why are we just hearing about that? Why Keefe D if that's the case, they knew back then. So whoever Puffy is, the monster that Puffy is, somebody knew back then and kept him and propped him up and held him up and held him up. And then at a certain time, they decided to turn him down. And I think 50 Cent is saying, I don't think he got enough time. I want him to go to jail for murder.
Let me ask you this. Everybody was watching Lucius Lyon back in the day. What was the name of that show?
Empire.
Art is an imitation of life. So is it real shit or not? See, we don't know the difference between real life and make-believe. So is it real shit or not? Is Lucius Lyon based off what? See, people want riches. People want to be rich, but they say a rich man. Man, do you know what it takes to be rich? To not have empathy for those beneath you? You got to have a whole motherfucking heart to maintain millions. See, like you said, we don't believe this shit. Hey, look, man, it ain't no rich man get in heaven. Do we believe that or not? So if you got the love of money for greed to get millions upon millions, man, goddamn, what we can't believe you got to be a motherfucking beast.
And it's really speaking about harboring that money. You know what I'm saying? It's a situation where, you know, you take celebrities and they do what they want to do with their money. You know what I'm saying? But there's no good celebrity.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. Why nobody ever talks about how much money Denzel Washington got? Why nobody ever talks about how much money Andre 3000 got? Why do you get some people that leave a legacy of their art and never a conversation about the wealth and their riches? What separates them?
Acting. Motherfucking Andre 3000 and Denzel Washington ain't no better than all of them the same to me.
Come on.
Now this is where I'm at, and this is why I've been saying it for years, and people get mad at me. I wish they would have never let a motherfucking nigga on the radio, TV, professional sports, none of that. Because you have to understand, these are gatekeepers for us. They buffer. Say, for example, you ever notice in a deck of cards, you got the king and the queen, and that's the monarchy. Then you got the ace, bishop, which is religion, but the Joker is above them all.
Come on.
The reason the Joker is above them all, because the Joker is the entertainer. He has the power to keep the people happy. The fucking people will overthrow the king if they love the Joker too much. The king come out and say, look, I got Joker Javon out. He's doing a little dance for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And everybody loved the king because he bought the Joker. Now, imagine if Michael Jackson, he's the Joker. When Michael Jackson said, I don't like this, people will turn on the king for Michael Jackson. So the thing about it is the Joker is such a powerful person, but that person has the power to lead astray or lead. Why you think they killed Bob Marley? Bob Marley was a Joker, but Bob Marley had the power to bring people together. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying all this to say, I don't give a fuck if you Denzel or whoever the fuck. Your job is to keep the poor people into motherfucking tame. Without LeBron James, without Denzel Washington, and without Jay-Z, niggas have been revolted by now. Ray Lewis said it one year, crying, I hate that motherfucker. I hate that motherfucking Ray Lewis. I don't know. I hate fucking Ray Lewis. Crying, you can't take away football. If you take away football, Baltimore gonna burn. And he was right. If you take away football, niggas will start beating they fucking bitch, beating their kids. If you take away basketball, football, rapping, you take away these motherfuckers. Man, listen, in ancient Rome, that's what their job was. That's why they always paid the gladiators and the athletes. Your job is to dance, sing, play sports, because if I don't entertain you and give you something to make you feel good, you're going to say, why the fuck my motherfucking pockets is so goddamn broke? Why the fuck I can't go outside and find no goddamn good drinking water nowhere? Why the fuck I can't find an apple or an orange or a grape no goddamn well? Why I got to get up in the morning and go to the store just to get a goddamn egg or to get a motherfucker? What the fuck going on? But what are we doing? Billie Jean, oh, make the shot, Jordan. Oh, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck who they is. How you get up there? How Denzel get up there that big? How everybody else got to suck dick to get up there, but Denzel don't got to get up there? You think you fooling me? Everybody in the world got to suck dick. Then, you know, I fucking hate Denzel Washington too. Because he's trying to be funny. I go to the party. I just leave for the devil get there. No, the fuck you didn't.
Yeah.
No, fuck you didn't. Nigga, you the biggest and the best. You did the most.
Yeah.
Who the fuck you think you fooling? Samuel Jackson. You did the most, nigga. We watched Samuel Jackson in that movie make that white man suck his dick. What's the point of that scene? What's the point of it? Why? What's the point of it? I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. Now suck my dick, man. Make you suck my dick. What's the point of it?
Yeah. Let me say this too, man. As much as we can see how it worked to destroy, it's like we gotta understand the same truth to say that if we can destroy it, we can use it to build it. And I would say, even you and me, we on here for a reason. I hope a phone call comes tomorrow that change my life and a whole lot of people connected to me by music, by way of talking, and being entertained. So when you look at it on the real side, that's like showing up in Bruce Leroy. It's about the intentions. It's about the intent. I really got gifts that's worthy enough to be given to the world. We giving our gifts right now. But the intentions is a real thing. So like you say, entertainment means once I enter your mind and I attain it, I hold it. In the 60s, we had Muhammad Ali. We had a lot of these people. It was their intentions of what they was putting in it. You understand what I'm saying, man? That's a real thing. If your intentions is to build, is to teach, is to share light. And we can't never get away from always looking at how destructive and how many motherfuckers, like you say, will sell their soul to be in that room. It's real motherfuckers that ain't going in the room. That's gonna rock the parking lot.
But you know what, Trav? That's the problem. That's the problem. They're not gonna be heard. Listen, this is the thing. You have to understand something when its inception comes. At some point, the white man looked up and said, you know what? We're losing out some money by not putting them niggas on TV. Right? We're losing out on some money by not putting them niggas on the radio. We're losing out on some money by not putting that nigga in the league. So the white man said, put him in the league, let's make that money. And then the white man said, hold on. We know this nigga was gonna talk up for his people. We gonna fix that.
Hey, look, what?
So they fixed that with Muhammad Ali. They fixed that. So now you have to understand the people that they put out. See, this is the thing that they can't control, that they hate. And this is why shit like putting your music on DistroKid and shit, I'm gonna stop doing all that shit. Cause really, you owning me a different way. You tricking me through owning me. Now, what I'm simply saying is this. The ones that they push in the algorithm are the ones that's going to push the wrong shit. That don't mean a person like me and you can't grassroots get the people's attention. But when you get a certain level of size of people's attention, that's when they come talk to you. Well, look, man, you got a lot of flow. Did you see this guy? Who was it? I used to watch, named Officer Tatum. Do you see what happened to him just like that overnight? I don't know if you follow him.
No, I don't know who he is.
Long story short, I ain't even got to get into it. The point I'm making is when you have gained a grassroots influence, they say this motherfucker right here, you have to understand that media is the way to the soul. It's the only thing that can convince people. Media is the only thing that does not have to be real. Come on. It's the only, watch this. Do you know the biggest piece and best piece of media ever produced on this earth is the Holy Bible?
Come on, man.
And do you realize God is not a fact? God is a belief.
Come on.
But people will kill, rob, war, and bomb over something that's a piece of media that we have absolutely zero evidence of. That's what media does. That's the power of it. And they not gonna let no real nigga in the media. They crucify you. Soon as they did, what make them decide we gotta tape a Diddy kicking a bitch in the head and gotta take of all this shit of all these years, and all of a sudden Diddy say, I want to goddamn show how to do something with Ciroc and De Leon. Oh, now you're down. Only thing they did was drop that media on him. Look at the tape. Now that he ain't get enough time with Cassie and all that shit, now what they saying? Drop another piece of media on him. Now the entire world mad at Diddy because of what 50 Cent dropped. The more I watch it, the more I don't believe it.
Let me say this.
I'm not saying I don't believe Diddy a monster. I'm saying the more I watch how it's playing out, the more I say, Y'all made this nigga this shit.
Yeah. He manufactured.
Yeah, y'all made this nigga like this. And all of a sudden, what reason do you side he's useless?
Come on.
The second he tried to fucking do what Ali and them did.
Yeah, Clyde Davis is the real puppet master.
Yeah, the second he tried this, the second LeBron James retire, and I hate to say this, we gonna watch this happen. The second LeBron James retire, he gonna lose somebody very important in his life. Because he's got too much to say and his voice is gonna be too powerful, and he really can start a new NBA. That's why Kobe dead.
Come on.
Them goddamn Arabs said, we'll pay y'all way more motherfucking money than the white man will pay you. And somebody's gonna start listening. And LeBron James' voice is big enough to say, fuck it, I'll go play a couple of years over here. Why Michael Jackson dead? I took over Sony. Prince bragging, I checked the record labels. So when I look at it, when it's all said and done, Trav, if Michael Jackson had to have a shot to sleep, how happy can I be amongst that shit with my attitude? When the only thing I'm gonna buy with the money is some reefer and some pussy. I done already been famous everywhere I go. People know me. I be nervous. I be like, how the fuck this many people know me from Facebook and World Star and Instagram? I wouldn't be happy. I can't be happy being nervous, thinking somebody gonna get me for saying the shit that I say. So I'm kind of like that poor righteous teacher. I'm kind of happy with the attention of these 33 motherfuckers yelling and screaming there, goddammit.
Come on, man.
Because really all it is mental health clarity for us, because we all addicted to this shit. So I'd be rather be one of the motherfuckers getting watched than the nigga doing the watching. And that's just real.
Yeah.
That's not saying I don't want to make money and I don't want to blow. I'm just saying, before I let this shit have me, give me another shot, Conrad. Give me a whole needle, motherfucker. I want to sleep. Before I had that shit on me like that, before I had this shit have me worried about where my kid and where my wife at, worried is they gonna blow up a fucking plane that I'm on because I said some shit against the Jews. Trav, you know good and goddamn well if they put you on right now, you wouldn't be able to keep your goddamn mouth shut and keep your composure. You're going to say some fucked up shit that's against them that's going to make them blow your goddamn head off. You already know this.
Yeah.
Just in the heated moment of a Mike's Lemonade, them motherfuckers is trying to destroy us. Goddamn, Trav, that ain't what you here for, nigga. You know you can't hold your peace, man. Yeah. You know you can't hold your peace.
Let me say this, man. You talked about me, and I'm gonna drop some real shit. I hope I ain't going. Media is another word for medium. Medium means in the middle. When you control the media, you put what's in the middle of your imagination and what's in real life. And cultivation theory is when people watch TV and media so much that they have been cultivated to not know the difference between what is produced in a program and what is real life. So we so caught up in the media that they know what they putting in between. Now, if you get in a spiritual system, shamans and things like this, your preacher is a medium. When he get up there and the man said, hallelujah, he's working something on your spirit. He getting everybody breathing in unison. When two or more breathe in unison, that's how Michael Jackson was one of the greatest mediums ever known to mankind because of his cadence. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. And you put thousands and thousands breathing at the same time in the middle between the mind, the spirit, and the body. So when you put destruction in the middle, it ain't no coincidence that all we is bitches and dogs and animals and niggas and motherfuckers and money chasers, because that's what's in the middle. In the middle of the night, be quiet, listen to what's playing. See, at one time in the middle, we used to put love music. What's in the middle between your mind? So that's the power. And no, they ain't gonna let me and you in the middle on a popular scale, because the truth ain't popular. Like you say, pop culture. Michael Jackson was a pop culture icon, popular. He couldn't, hey, look, like you say, and this is debatable, but Prince, Luther, and all of these people who sung from the soul. I don't know if Michael Jackson had that when he was a grown man. I think he had done lost his soul. So that's why he aimed to be popular.
You know, it's funny because even another word for the word medium, a medium is a person that accesses the spirits.
Come on.
When you go to a medium, they say they talk to the dead people for you. And in the Bible, there's a story where Saul went to a medium and raised the spirit of the prophet Nathan. He said, motherfucker, what you wake me up for? He said, I need to holler at you. He said, I'm resting. And Nathan said, don't worry about it. God, and I already took the motherfucking kingdom from you anyway and handed it over to David. So he immediately wanted to kill David, but the medium has access to your spirit. Now, watch this. Art is a form of media. Just as simple as this, it has access to your spirit. I have watched before in my lifetime a cartoon that made me cry. There you go, right there. The right music and the right scene. I got sad when the penguin floated off on the ice, man. Think about this now, Trab. Trab, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm telling you, when I saw your post today, when you said Diddy a vampire, blah, 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 blah. Watch this. If we can watch a piece of art of a cartoon elephant, Dumbo, make us cry, what you think they can make us feel about Diddy with a piece of media? That's what I'm trying to say. This shit is out for a reason. It's somebody bigger, somebody way bigger. They trying to get Diddy locked up, because if Diddy get out in 2-3 years, it's going to be all motherfucking hell to pay. This is a piece of media. When I watch that shit today, I always think, this is what I always think. Like I said, I don't think Diddy is innocent. I said, why the hell this shit making me feel so bad about Diddy? Hey, I wanted to kill Diddy. He fucked up all the hip hop. Diddy ruined our whole culture. Then I said, hold on, Javon. That media got you. What they doing this for? Not saying that Diddy is innocent. Well, I felt my emotions getting so mad at Diddy that I ain't never gave a fuck about Diddy and no music, and I don't even get tuned into shit like that. I was so mad at Diddy. You ruined everything, Diddy. And I'm like, now you doing this for a reason, media. You doing this for a reason, media. You trying to make me mad at Diddy, so when they try to get them jurors and this new shit they're gonna bring up with Diddy, see, that's what people don't, that's why they said tried in the court of public opinion. Once everybody in the world mad at Diddy like me and you is right now, he don't stand a fair shot at all. They doing this for a reason. And then they gonna use 50 to do it. After I seen him hugged up on Soulja Boy like that on the cover of that magazine, I know I don't trust nothing 50 said. Yeah. And this is what my grandma said, Trav. My grandma said the thing that you see a nigga mostly against is what he into. 50 is so against Diddy and gayness. Watch he get discovered.
Well, let me say it on that with all that being true. I hope that the general child that watches this be so traumatized that it make them get real with their gift.
Yeah.
Ain't no motherfucking way somebody gonna do me like that.
Yeah.
And with all they do to Diddy, where all 50 Cent done for him, where all of them demons in that idolatry world that they showing up, fuck them motherfuckers. I hope the real life children that got dreams and talents recognize something to say, I ain't selling my soul like them old motherfuckers.
Exactly.
And it's just like a RICO charge and a conspiracy charge. And all the dope dealers start snitching on each other. And all of them trying to justify who's worse than all of them. Ain't no wager or worse than better when you destroyed your people. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers. I hope children look at that and say, I don't want no part of that. So fuck Diddy, fuck 50, fuck, like you say, fuck all the motherfuckers.
And look, before we go out of here, this is what I realized. What I realized each day, that's why I would always used to say before we get out of here, the black race needs a uniform. So we can see ourselves as the same. I hate them motherfuckers, because no matter what we do, we get up and I got to go outside tomorrow and I got to look at my brother and he look at me. And if I look like I got more than, or he look like he got more than me, we immediately got a beef because of this materialism shit that they started. We walking around regular folks trying to out Jordan the next man. Our kids is at school teasing other kids. You ain't got no sneakers. Fighting, it's kids getting jumped because they do got sneakers. You see what I'm saying? All because of this goddamn materialism. And we walk around every day and I'm seeing grown ass men walk around clinking with big ass sharks and airplanes on their necklace, clinking, knowing good and goddamn well we know all that goddamn shit ain't real. And we walk around clinking, clink, 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 clink.
And let me say this on some perspective, because there may be a perspective of somebody say two black men bashing black men. And I want to say, I'm talking real fucking life. I ain't talking make believe. I know people in real life who prayed every night, and sometimes they got low income because they watched their parents be affected by drugs, addiction, and destroying themselves. And it truly affected their life. And I watch in real life that pain, the demons that unconsciously, unempathetically gave a fuck about causing pain to us. And we'll still respect them. And if that ain't the most delusional motherfucking shit in our mind, that we can't be real enough to call a demon out in real life, that done demon shit that done caused the devil to be prevalent in our life.
Welcome home, Big Meats. Ain't that what we said?
Come on, man. It's a girl who been molested her whole fucking life because her mama had an addiction for crack cocaine. And we don't want to call the powers that be, that affirmed that, perpetuated that, kept that going on. You don't think that's a demon in her life, and you don't think we worthy enough to say, fuck that motherfucker, whoever destroyed any innocent child with the intentions of not giving a fuck. And if you ain't been real enough to say that, then you ain't real enough to protect your family, you bitch ass motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Talking
on
about
that note, we can
goddamn,
get on up out of here,
fuck
fam.
this shit, man. Man, goddamn, I ain't
Hey,
playing though. Fuck
hey,
this shit, man.
we
Wish a
want to end it
motherfucker
on a
would test
strong
me in
note.
real life. I'm goddamn talking about another black man who destroy our mother. Man, fuck you, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Exactly. That's why I'm gonna end it on this. I'm gonna say it again. I wish they would have never let a nigga on TV, radio, movies, or professional sports. Y'all be good.